Today we're going to talk about this book right here. Okay, right here is How to Think Like a Roman Emperor, the Stoic Philosophy of Marcus Aurelius Donald Robertson. Now, before I get into this, most of you might know what Stoicism is due to the online, the internet, how it got very popular through Instagram and TikTok. At least that's my algorithm, for your page algorithm. Yeah, most of you probably heard this, and I think this book is the best way to express Stoicism or explain it in modern terms. And yeah, I absolutely loved it. I've read this 6 months ago. It really changed the way I think, and it really improved my thinking, my mindset. And Marcus Aurelius, he helped me a lot through my struggles with his ideas. Not just Marcus, Stoic philosophers in general. It really helped me get through struggles and problems. This book has a lot of analogies and but there's like one of the examples he used. I think it was a dog on a leash while being dragged by some cart. Yeah, he explained it how if the dog would oppose to that direction, he would struggle. So why not go with the flow, go with the cart, because he's on the leash. So it really applies to us that life is the one who's dragging us. So we have to go with the flow. And if we oppose it, then that's our own fault for suffering. And yeah, so I'm gonna read you a few words here. This is my favorite one so far. Here's a passage he got from Marcus. Go away, I treat you by the gods. As you did come, for I do not want you, but you have come according to the ancient fashion. I am not angry with you, only go away. And he explains it right here. If you accept them, but he's talking about your emotions, by the way. If you accept them with indifference, then they do you no harm. When your conscious mind, your ruling faculty, invests too much importance in bodily sensations, it becomes fused and blended with them, and it is pulled around by the body like a puppet with strings. So what he's trying to say here is we view them as indifference because that's probably the only way to not let our emotions control us, rather than being a slave to them. And it's really interesting. He also, I think it was this book. I'm not sure which, but it was by a Middle Eastern man. He was shipping through Athens, I think. By the way, this is what I remembered. I don't exactly know the full one, but he sailed a ship to Athens, and somehow he got broke down. I don't know what his purpose were when he was there. But then, when his ship broke down, and he stumbled across a book of Socrates in Athens, and that inspired him to, make his school, make his philosophy. I think his name was Zeno. Bro, my accent is very dead. His name is Zeno, and to me, Stoicism is very similar to Eastern philosophies. That I'm actually convinced that he maybe had some Eastern influences, like probably from Buddhism or Taoism or something, because of how similar it is. And those philosophies has really helped me. I'm not kidding. And the most favorite part of this book to me is the last chapter, because in the last chapter, you know, the author he put this chapter into Marcus' last hour or in his deathbed into perspective. And you know, I almost cried reading the whole thing. I read the whole chapter and I almost cried sitting through it. It's just, you know, it feels like he's talking to you. Marcus, not the author. It feels like Marcus is talking to you, like directly through a message. It's just fascinating to see how an author can put it into perspective. I don't know if that was really Marcus' last words, but he really did put it very nicely, and I almost cried going through it. So yeah, is this book worth it? Very. If you're new to Stoicism, this is the only book that I recommend reading first time, because of how it's so simple to understand. It's very easy to read. How do I put this? It's very modernized, I guess. I read, for some reason, I read Meditations after this. I don't know why. I've read this before Meditations, and I don't know, that seems crazy to me. I think it was a very nice experience after reading this and reading Meditations after, but it's up to you guys. But I would really recommend this book as the first Stoicism book that you've ever read, because yeah, like I said, it's easy to understand. And I would recommend this an 8.5 out of 10. That's really close to perfect for me. I don't know, but I guess this is also the first self-improvement book I would recommend too. You know, it would make you more calmer when you get into that journey of yours, whatever it is. And yeah, that's it. I guess this is my first book review. I'm not sure what to review next, so I don't know. We'll see.